Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Bandai Namco in their Dragon Ball Evolved series, we have Super Saiyan Son Gohan, as he appears in the animated feature Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And this was a Walmart exclusive back in 2023. Alright, so I found this at my Walmart last year. It was clearanced out for $8. I thought I had this figure in my collection, but I was wrong. So I pulled the trigger and brought him home. Awesome looking depiction of Gohan as he appeared in the last animated feature. There he is, looking tough. Alright, so I've said this before, I'm a big fan of the Dragon Ball Evolved series. For one, the figures are very affordable. You know, in the States, they're priced anywhere between $9 and $10. They're highly posable and just fun to play with. They're smaller as well. They stand in at about 5¼ inches. They're not in the same league as an SH Figure Arts figure or a Dragon Ball Dragon Stars figure. But they're not intended to be. You know, these are really budget value figures aimed at little ones and the casual collector. Gohan here is looking great. I apologize in advance. He has a very, very pale flesh tone. So he's not agreeing with my lighting. So he looks a little bit overexposed. Wonderful head sculpt. His eyes are clearly defined. Much like some other figures in the line, the facial features are kind of subtle and hard to see. Like his mouth is present, but it's just hard to make out because it's not sculpted as deeply as it should be. His hair has kind of like a metallic yellow gold finish, which is indicative of his Super Saiyan form. Nice color scheme, very reminiscent of his mentor Piccolo. His head swivels left and right, and it also looks down, which is impressive considering most Dragon Ball Evolved figures do not have that ability. His arms rotate, and they also go outward. Swivels at the bicep, bends at the elbow, swivels at the wrists, and they also fold and bend. He has a cut beneath the breast line, allowing him to swivel, and then he also has swivel at the waist. Articulated hips, allowing the legs to kick up and outward. Swivel at the upper thigh. The knees bend and ankles are articulated as well. Definitely a fun toy. Heavy emphasis on toy. You know, this is not meant to be a premium collectible. Again, you know, this is really meant for little ones and the casual collector. And I do have some other figures on hand. We have Ultimate Gohan. This was a Target exclusive. And you can see they're essentially the same figure, just different heads. We have Gohan's dad, Goku, over here. Looks excellent. We have Super Saiyan Goku. This is when Goku levels up. And you can see the difference in the shade of gold as well. This one's a little bit more metallic in its finish, where this one's a little bit more candy, kind of like a bright candy yellow. And then lastly, we have Gohan's surrogate father figure and mentor, Piccolo. And they look awesome next to each other. We have master and student. Yeah, so overall, big fan of the Dragon Ball Evolved line. Yeah, I think the occasional problem you might run into with these figures is that, you know, every now and then a figure, their head might pop off or the arm or leg might pop off, but it's usually an easy fix. But for this price point, they really can't be beat. You know, for $9 or $10, you're getting a fun toy to play with. So yeah, very stoked on this line of action figures. Alright, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.